NASA's secrets are finally spilling out, and with each leaked footage, space only grows stranger.
Now one recent image from Mars has people asking, are there already birds on the red planet?
Signs of life on planets once thought uninhabitable. Flying ET vehicles. Our world and the cosmos are filled with countless mysteries. So grab your thinking caps and let's dive straight into the strangest things captured in the far reaches of our universe.
And he says they're doing the strangest thing. They're going like to this peak in a group, to this peak in a group, and then they'd all take off.
When Apollo 11 touched down on the moon, Neil Armstrong famously said, "The Eagle has landed." Now one recent image from Mars has people asking, are there already birds on the red planet?
It has been years since NASA has been sending satellites to Mars to photograph its surface. But what if those images provide proof of life on the planet? One similar photo has recently surfaced, leaving people questioning if birds already exist on the planet.
Zooming into the image, you can see its shape really closely resembles a bird in flight.
Shot in March of 2021 by NASA's Perseverance, the image showed an object suspended in the air. Slim and elongated, the thing looked out of place in the Martian atmosphere. As the picture was posted, netizens went wild with speculation. Some suggested it was a UFO. Others, however, speculated it could be a bird, while experts believed it was a part of the rover that had been torn away. Let me know what you think about it.
You can tell that this is a real Martian image because the sky is not blue, it's yellow, which is exactly what you would see on the surface of Mars.
UFO Trio. This footage is considered as one of the best UFO evidence of all time. Released by NASA, the video featured not one, but 3 glowing orbs traveling near the Earth's surface at an incredible speed. They moved in a strictly triangular formation, as if one with each other, while skeptics remain doubtful of the clip, claiming the thing might have been edited. UFO enthusiasts argue that the sighting might actually be the real deal. But what do you think? Passing by. Something truly bizarre happened this year, 250 miles above Earth's surface. While 2 astronauts were busy filming themselves doing maintenance on the International Space Station, they had no idea they were being watched by something mysterious. It wasn't until they reviewed the footage that they noticed a massive spaceship-like object floating by in the atmosphere. Naturally, many speculated it could be an alien UFO, but others suggested it might simply be space debris. The thing is, no one really knows what it was. So, what do you think? Was it just floating junk, or something more? Near miss.
Dragon, SpaceX, go for launch.
A SpaceX rocket had an otherworldly encounter right after leaving Earth. 12 minutes into the space, a high-speed object shot between parts of the rocket, missing them by a hair's breadth. Netizens were quick to jump on to the conclusion that it was a UFO. That might have meant serious business. However, the experts had a more mundane explanation for the incident. They believed it was ice from the rocket's liquid oxygen. Whatever it was, one thing's for sure. Space travel is no walk in the park. Space Station Intruder. In a NASA live stream of astronauts working on the space station, one eagle-eyed viewer spotted something extraordinary. A massive object appeared in the background. And this time, everyone was pretty sure this was no satellite or space debris. The peculiar shape of the craft only hinted at one thing: aliens. But as soon as the guys spotted the UFO, Taystream cut off, and NASA has yet to explain what really happened back there, leaving people suspicious. Moon Dome. For the longest time, humans have been obsessed with life outside of Earth, and the high-definition photos of the moon might just clue us into something. Some recent images of the moon have captured the attention of a couple of experts, who they think might be evidence of civilizations on the moon. The image features a crater, and inside it is what appears to be a dome. And this video of an object passing by the crater has convinced many that it might be a sort of space station for UFOs. So what do you think? Could this be the real deal, or just speculation? Moon alien. The Apollo 11 mission is famously remembered as the first time humans set foot on the moon, but it seems there might be more to the story. A bizarre clip has recently surfaced online, showing what looked like an extraterrestrial figure allegedly filmed during the mission.
There it is! Son of a gun! Right down the middle of the road!
According to the rumors, the astronauts went to great lengths to keep this footage hidden, but now it's out in the open, and the world has questions. The figure appeared unnaturally slender, with no spacesuit in sight, ruling out the possibility that it could have been human. So what exactly did they encounter up there? And if this got out, what else could they be hiding from us? What's your take on this? Let me know in the comments below.
There it is! Son of a gun! Right down the middle of the road!
Spaceship spy. A recent SpaceX rocket launch has left everyone talking about it, and for good reason. As the Falcon F9 was 8 minutes into the flight, a weird creature was spotted clinging to its side. While SpaceX had nothing to say about it, folks on the internet quickly began speculating. Some thought it looked like a rat, but a rat that big? I don't think I've ever seen one. A few even suggested that it could be a facehugger. However, the rat, or whatever it was, remains one of the many mysteries of space. Space face. Back in 1976, NASA's spacecraft named Viking 1 snapped a bizarre-looking shot of Mars. There was a massive face on its surface, as if someone had carved it there. While NASA was pretty sure there were strange shadows on the Martian mesa, fringe theorists theorized that it was an ancient alien aircraft, while others believed it's a sign of an advanced civilization on Mars, way before its atmosphere became inhospitable. Well, the peculiar face definitely makes you wonder. Humans on Mars. Back in February 2014, the Mars Curiosity rover touched down and sent Earth shots of the Martian landscape from its advanced high-definition camera. Among them were some really strange pictures, leaving conspiracy theorists gushing over them. They spotted an effigy resembling a human statue, but that was only one among the several human-like objects found in the rover images. A sarcophagus, a Buddha statue, and even a cross. NASA claims the resemblance we see is due to pareidolia, where your brain sees familiar shapes, like faces or animals, in things that aren't actually those things, like clouds, rock formations, or even patterns on a wall. But some experts are not convinced that this is only the trick of an eye. What do you think of this one? Space anomaly. The International Space Station continuously captures breathtaking images of Earth, but occasionally it records something entirely unexpected. In 2016, a bright orb was spotted near Earth's atmosphere, moving in a way that defied natural explanation. Unlike a meteor, it hovered as if observing, then suddenly darted forward, accelerating out of view. Despite this unusual encounter, the live feed wasn't cut. Perhaps the object was too distant to notice, or maybe it simply slipped past unnoticed by mission control. However, eagle-eyed viewers caught it, convinced they had spotted a UFO. Are we being watched more closely than we realize? Share your thoughts below. Hovering orb. An astronaut came forward with what he experienced back in 1951. He was up in space with a fellow astronaut when something in the vast darkness caught their eye. A metallic object was suspended there above the Earth's atmosphere, with light glinting off its surface. The brief video became viral, with people saying all kinds of things about it. UFOs or secret NASA projects, there was no way of telling what it was. Alien intrusion. A peaceful family trip in Peru took a wild turn when they noticed something bizarre up in the sky. Terrified, they scrambled to get away from the giant flying saucer, but it looked like the aliens weren't going away anytime soon. The saucer drew closer towards them as the video was suddenly cut short, leaving us all in suspense. Many believe that the family vanished without trace, claiming alien abduction was behind it. What do you think? Could this actually be aliens making a move on humans? Or perhaps it's just a hoax? Mexican sphere. This video comes from the famous leaked Pentagon files, leaving people stunned. Mexican residents were left at a loss of words as they spotted this bizarre shape in the sky. The spherical object looked like it was trying to blend in with the clouds. It could have easily passed off as part of the sky, if not for the mobile phone cameras. The most common theory that netizens came up with is that the aliens had sent advanced probes into Earth's atmosphere to monitor human activity and collect intel in order to plan an invasion. Pill UFO. This guy was looking up at the sky in search of something interesting and got more than he bargained for. A white pill-shaped object was moving swiftly across the sky as it had somewhere to be. The space enthusiast claimed it looked metallic and was convinced he had just witnessed an alien craft flying in the sky. The footage looked authentic enough, but that didn't satisfy the skeptics who proposed that it might be a drone. Some folks on the internet dismissed the theory, saying a smooth pill-like shape is far from how a drone looks. Maybe aliens are upping their style to a more streamlined design. Retreat to mothership. I guess aliens' priorities have shifted. Since when did they start gliding leisurely over busy roads? And that too in the middle of the day, for everyone to see. This one was seen hanging very close to the Earth. And then you see two tiny UFOs flying towards, and understand why it just hung there. The mothership, as people are now calling it, waited patiently for the two saucers before quickly making a landing behind the trees. Netizens speculated that it looked like they were performing a secret operation in the area. Station surprise. NASA was forced to cut off feed from the International Space Station when a mysterious object appeared on screen. The reason behind the move is still a mystery, raising suspicion against the organization. The now viral footage showed a cluster of lights seemingly rising from the Earth. The whole thing looked massive, and you just have to wonder what the phenomenon was, while the authorities brushed it off as light being reflected from Earth. People are starting to wonder if there's a connection between these bizarre sightings and the higher-ups. Could they have signed some kind of agreement not to reveal the truth about alien existence? Blue light. The International Space Station captured something that blew everyone's mind. Filming a perfect view of the Earth, it suddenly spotted a strange activity. A bizarre blue light appeared at one spot, streaking up in a straight line, only staying there for a few moments. Could it have been caused by aliens? That was what people instantly thought of. Some believe the glow was from a UFO. Others, however, thought it was something to do with the atmosphere. Over the moon. Many people believe that aliens mainly operate from the moon, claiming that's where they spy on us. But that was all speculation, until a peculiar video on the internet caught everyone's eye. What clearly appeared to be a saucer-shaped UFO was traveling near the surface of the moon. We can even see the design on it. The craft was estimated to have been moving at the shocking speed of 300 kilometers per hour. Many have no doubt that the spaceship is extraterrestrial in its origins. However, skeptics brushed the video off, saying it was nothing but a hoax. Space Pyramid. Back in 2021, a famous ufologist from Montreal spotted something unusual on the surface of the moon. When he was reviewing some images, he caught familiar patterns jutting out. One of them looked exactly like a pyramid, making it appear out of place on the moon's barren surface. As the man shared his findings on social media, people went crazy speculating that there might have been life on the moon. Perhaps the place had been inhabited by a civilization of higher intelligence. Some were even convinced that the pyramids here on Earth had been built by extraterrestrials, passing down their knowledge to humans. Moon visitors. While using his telescope to watch over the moon, this guy accidentally captured an incredible piece of footage. Everything looked normal until he noticed a group of 3 white, pill-shaped things passing over the surface of the moon. The sight came as a complete shock to the guy who had no idea what he was witnessing, and there was no chance the clip could be computer-generated, as the shadows of the objects looked perfectly aligned. The objects vanished from the screen as if they meshed with the moon's surface. This clip has been causing a lot of conspiracy. Either extraterrestrials getting to the moon or an undercover project. The clip sure was a crazy one. And if this is still not proof enough for you, we've got more evidence. Here's another clip showing a small black object zipping over the moon. And then we have this one. One of the most viral UFO videos showing something stationed around the moon. Lunar portal. There's a popular conspiracy theory about the craters on the moon. Many believe they're not the result of asteroid impact, but rather serve as portals for extraterrestrial spacecraft to enter and exit our solar system. And maybe you think it's a load of bull. But it might actually be true, or so can be said according to one declassified footage. It clearly showed an object exiting from one of the craters. Its strange disc shape made people believe it was a UFO. So, what do you think? Could aliens really be using the craters for traveling through dimensions? Portal tech. The biggest mystery debated among ufologists is how UFOs manage to vanish without a trace. There have been many sightings and even recordings where they can be seen mysteriously disappearing moments after being spotted. But according to this video, they might be operating high-tech portals that allow them to travel interdimensionally without batting an eye. The shocking footage features an unusual shaped UFO with glowing lights hovering in the sky. A few seconds later, a square-shaped portal appeared above it, for us all to watch in horror as it ascended into it and disappeared. Lunar landing. Fringe theorists have long believed that alien bases might be hidden on the far side of the moon, operating in the shadows, undetected by humans. But this UFO seems to have slipped up. Recently, a massive mothership-like object was recorded descending onto the moon's surface. Skeptics have proposed it could be a cluster of meteors, but UFO enthusiasts dismiss this idea, noting that the object's movement was too precise to be a natural occurrence. With no official word yet on the sighting, people are buzzing with theories, convinced that aliens might be connected to the moon in ways we're only beginning to suspect. What do you think? Is it possible? Cosmic Fleet. With each passing day, more and more clips of UFOs spotted near the moon stack up. But this one really is the final nail in the coffin. There wasn't just one or two, but a whole fleet was recorded flying near the moon. These weren't the typical saucer-shaped UFOs, but a weird, elongated shape. There were almost 6 of them, as if they were all out on a high-profile mission in outer space. This wasn't the only fleet captured on camera. These orbs of light were also witnessed entering the moon. What could all of this activity mean? Illuminated moon. Not even in my wildest dreams did I ever imagine that there could be civilization on the moon, but this recent clip might suggest otherwise. It featured one part of the moon glowing oddly red, as if someone had turned on a whole bunch of electric lights. The internet is divided about the nature of these lights. Some believe it's proof of intelligent life on the moon. Others say it's the effect of gases, while a few others are convinced it's only a hoax. And there's more. A space camera captured strange lights blinking inside a crater on the surface of the moon. There's no explanation to this yet. CGI, aliens, or something even more sinister? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. High-tech craft. The saucer-shaped UFO is the most commonly known extraterrestrial spacecraft, but that isn't all they have up their sleeves. A bizarre video on the internet has left UFO enthusiasts buzzing with all sorts of theories. It showed a cylinder-shaped object hovering near our planet. As the camera zoomed in, the craft became clearer with glowing blue lights all over it. But then, as if it had sensed the camera recording the thing, just blinked out of existence, as if it had gotten absorbed into the atmosphere. Some believe this was a CGI attempt. Others are convinced this was an extraterrestrial mothership. Martian UAP. A few years ago, NASA's footage of Mars blew up online for a very peculiar reason. The footage featured a seismometer on the surface of the red planet, but that was not what everybody was talking about. Apparently, a blue-colored orb right beside it happened to steal the show. Many were left questioning what the thing was, to which the officials replied it was a lens flare. Now that clears up everything, or does it? Some still believe that it was a UFO, accusing the organization for the cover-up. Old is gold. A very old footage has surfaced on the internet, refueling debates about aliens inhabiting planets other than Earth. An advanced-looking spaceship was filmed not only on Mars, but also around Jupiter and Saturn. All three had distinctly different shapes, making people wonder if there are multiple races of aliens in outer space. While some claim that this footage comes from an authentic Russian source, skeptics were unconvinced, calling them edited. Martian trouble. Seems like one of NASA's probes might have run into trouble on Mars, according to one leaked footage. It featured the rover face-to-face with something bizarre and strangely out of place on a planet where no life exists. The anomaly cannot be clearly seen as the rover's camera wasn't pointed towards it. Then suddenly the UFO, or whatever you want to call it, launched something at the probe, cutting off its recording. The clip received a lot of criticism, as many claimed it to be CGI, and with no word from NASA, I guess we can rule out this one. Lunar sandwich. A space enthusiast was admiring the moon when something else caught his attention. 4 UFOs appeared to be sandwiching it. One seemed like a massive traditional saucer, while the other 3 were barely more than a speck in the sky. As the video went viral on social media, the size and proximity to the moon have left netizens speculating just how massive these crafts must be. The thought of giant aliens is truly horrifying. I don't think any of us would like to be here if they plan to land on Earth. Space Triangle. Back in December 2018, a giant spaceship was captured next to the SpaceX Dragon while it was delivering supplies to the International Space Station. The thing looked triangular with strange blinking lights all over it. The spaceship moved slowly and can be easily seen in the video. There's no way to dismiss this either, because it was spotted on live feed. Netizens who watched the video claimed that it looked like the famous triangular craft TR-3B, wondering if that's our own technology, or if aliens are more real than we think they are. Up above. An astronaut captures amazing footage of an alleged UFO, leaving people baffled. UFO enthusiasts were thrilled and claimed it was one of the clearest proof of aliens. Shaped like a cigar, the object quickly ascended into space before it mysteriously disappeared, causing a wave of speculation. Some believed it had just left planet Earth, while skeptics speculated that it might have been just debris slamming the conspiracy theories. However, the sighting remains a mystery, as no one has been able to explain it. Tadpole UAP. Aliens are getting more and more brazen as they've started appearing everywhere in plain sight, just like this tadpole-shaped UFO gliding through Netherlands skies openly. This boldness made people question if it actually was a UFO operated by aliens, or just CGI to trick viewers. The spacecraft suddenly came to a halt near a stationary orb, perhaps exchanging classified information with it before shooting up into the sky at the speed of light. So, what do you think? Aliens on the loose, or something else entirely? Winged Traveler. A strange video posted anonymously has been circulating online, leaving people at a loss for words. The video featured a bizarre-looking craft in the sky. It almost looked like paper art that people make. With the strange wing-like structures at its sides, it looked more magical than alien, as if it had escaped from a fairy tale. Many jumped on the bandwagon, calling it an alien mothership. However, without further proof, nothing can be said for sure. UFO crash. A video circulating online has left the internet buzzing with all sorts of theories. It featured a UFO moving strangely as it was being pursued by the US military, and then another video emerged showing a crashed UFO. Many have linked the clip saying the officials succeeded in capturing the aliens. But the question is, where's the UFO now? Netizens believe the incident was kept under wraps to hide the existence of aliens from all of us. The lack of any official word on the matter has made some doubt the authenticity of the video, saying it was just another hoax. Shadowy UFO. Locals in Mexico panicked when a webcam captured something otherworldly in Tepoztlan, Morelos. The bizarre object was shooting across the sky at an incredible speed, something humans can't even imagine. If you don't slow down the video, you'll barely notice anything on the screen. The object in question was quite bizarre, to put it lightly. It resembled an eye with a smoky ring and a dark orb within. Not to mention, there's another much smaller orb right beside it. Some believe it's a weather phenomenon. Others think it's extraterrestrial in nature. But at the end of the day, it's all speculation, and we have yet another mystery on our hands. TR-3B. Someone reshared strange clips which have started up a wild thread of speculations online, and for good reason. You know that famous triangular aircraft TR-3B that has been witnessed all over the world in Virginia, Southampton, Castle, just to name a few, and even showed up in Afghanistan back in 2014. Some say it's a secret US military craft, arguing that they acquired it from aliens, but no one really knows for sure what the TR-3B is. Another footage surfaced in 2018, confirming the fear of many, as it showed the exact same triangular craft parked on a Navy ship. So, what do you think? Mid-air encounter. A few minutes after boarding a plane back home, a guy witnessed something extraordinary. Hitting the record button, the guy quickly recorded the bizarre black smoke in the air, seemingly attached to a plane, and some unidentified object. The man captioned his post saying he had captured a UFO being in pursuit of the plane, claiming the black streak could have been some advanced alien technology to capture the plane. No one has been able to figure out what was happening, and if you have any insights on this, do let me know in the comments. Cosmic agents. A doorbell ring camera captured something very unsettling. Two men in suits were standing by the door, waiting for the owner to appear. They kept knocking, even when there was no sign of anyone inside. But that's not the strangest part. There was something hovering behind them. The bizarre suspended object has people believing it was a UFO spying on the men. Some even speculated that these strange men were aliens themselves masquerading as humans. And you have to agree, their behavior is quite weird. Orange disc. Back in 2023 in Argentina, locals were left stunned when a brilliant orange disc appeared in the night sky. Something like this is hard to miss, especially at night. The object was seen descending towards Earth and eventually disappearing from sight. The residents of the area reported that it was nowhere to be found when they went looking for it. Could it be something other than a UFO? Netizens, however, seemed to be convinced it was aliens. Holloman AFB. Back in 1971, a UFO reportedly landed on the Holloman Air Force Base in Mexico. And if you're thinking this is one of those rumors, it was also captured on camera. The brief video featured a glowing orb descending from the sky, while for the UFO enthusiasts, it was solid evidence of extraterrestrial operations on Earth. The authenticity of the clip is still up for debate, as many have claimed it was just a plane making a landing early in the morning, and its headlights made it seem like a spherical light. What's your take on this one? Open discussion. A mysterious footage circulating online has stirred up a frenzy, with people speculating about ancient civilizations on the moon. The video shows a massive, UFO-shaped crater that appears far more like a saucer than a natural crater. Netizens have been buzzing with theories, with some suggesting that it could be a million-year-old spaceship that crash-landed on the lunar surface. Others believe it points to an ancient, advanced civilization that once existed on the moon, perhaps even more sophisticated than ours. In an age of rapid discoveries, where we're constantly uncovering new mysteries in space, one can't help but wonder, what secrets does the vast, dark void of space hold? Could it be that remnants of ancient extraterrestrial life are hidden just beyond our reach? Let me know your thoughts below. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.